Good evening and welcome to Woodford Wells TV. What we're going to do, we're going to do a review of last Saturday's games and then a preview of what's going on at this weekend as we do come to the crunch time of the season. A few weeks to go now, so yeah, big decisions to take place this weekend. Looking at last week's game, we covered the Wells home to Old South Indians and South Church. What proved to be in the end a decent win for the Wells. First of all, Captain Joe Johnson won the toss, put the opposition in the bat. Decent start they made with going around about 4, 5, 6 and over, same as the previous week. Luckily enough, we pulled it back. Anurag claiming 3 wickets for 36. Robbie Mack in his second spell, 30 for 2. And Gaza, very impressive he was last week, the lad. 7.2 overs, 2 maidens, 13 for 2. So we got them all out, 180. 46.2 overs, same as the previous week. You would have thought, here we go. This is an easy target to go. Could the Wells respond and, get the 20 points done? So in response, what happened? We had a strange run out with Anurag and something it's virtually impossible to describe, but Anurag being run out, but actually making his ground, when I think everyone thought the ball might have gone over the boundary before, but it didn't. Thrown in, and he was still a few metres, having a little wander down the wicket and run out. At 128 for 5, it could have gone the wrong way. 5 wickets down at the top, what was going to happen? Thankfully, Connor capped in, hit an excellent 50 there. 5 4s, 2 6s, got us back on track. Connor never has hung around with scoring his runs. He didn't on Saturday and got us back on track. Liam Dalden eventually, with Rehan, got us over the line, finishing on 182 for 6. So we got the 20 points. In the end, really a comfortable 4-wicket win. But at one stage, it could have been very, very tricky. Looking at the table last weekend, we had Springfield and Dorset to worry about. So Springfield easily beat Oakville Parkonians, and Dorset just about won at Horns on the Hill. Damn shame they didn't get beat, because that would have made life a dance lot easier with this weekend's games coming up. So what have we got? All 3 teams within 7 points of each other. The Wells top on 256, Springfield second 253, Dorset third 249, 7 points cover us. No change from last week, so all 3 teams won. This week, Wells are home again, their 4th home game on the spin to Oakville Parkonians. Springfield travel to Aztecs. That could be an interesting game. Aztecs blow hot and cold this year, looking at their fixtures and results. And also go to Old South Indians and South Church. Local derby, who knows? You never know in this game of cricket. But I have a little thought that potentially, I think the following weekend, which I think is the last week of the season, we travel to Dorset. And Springfield are at home to Benfleet. So there is a possibility, quite a large possibility. I think this may go down right to the wire on the last Saturday of the season. We'll see. The second 11, who are struggling at the bottom of their division, will wait to Shenfield. Lovely Shenfield. I like going to Shenfield. Won the toss, chose to bowl. Hindsight's a great thing in cricket sometimes. Was this the right or the wrong decision? 281 for 6 in 45 overs. It probably says it might have been the wrong decision. But catches win matches, catches change games as well. And one of their openers ended up on 144. Tom Austin, Rahul Cedar on 89. So you restrict them in their score. Maybe it could have made a change. Well, maybe it would have made a change. Let's say that if we're taking some catches. Bowling notable, Ellis George, 9 overs, 1 maiden, 354. Not bad. In a response, Harry Nico, 118. Ben Munson, 29. Aaron Bapari, and everyone else chipped in a bit somewhere along the line, which got us with the final over, needing 3 to win. Which really, it's the twos haven't had too many problems scoring runs this year, so it's not surprising. But I think one came off the first ball, then the next ball, Tom Meads gloved it through to the keeper. They left us too short on 279. A shame, a shame. So, but a good excellent. But we really seriously to keep to change things back, and we'll see. We'll tell you about where the table goes. That would have got us right back in it. So the table shows 10th Wells, 143, Brentwood, 9th, 147, Shenfield now in 8th on 162. So that 20 points made a heck of a lot of difference to them. Chelmsford 7th on 164 and Ilford 6th on 164 as well. So, as I said, that 20 points made a big difference to Shenfield's position. This week we travelled to some good friends of ours, nice people there, Upminster. That could be interesting. Brentwood were at home to Ilford, Shenfield away to Epping, and Chelmsford away to Wanstead. So we're saying, I don't know, Wanstead are always tough, aren't they? Brentford, Ilford can blow hot and cold this year. Shenfield at Epping, haven't seen Epping. Epping are doing pretty well in the season, so I probably want a strong finish. So again, we might as well in this division come down to the last week, and with it being pretty close, but if things don't go our way this week, there could be problems for the twos. The thirds were away to Chelmsford at the glorious, lovely, windy Chelmer Park. Won the toss, Chelmsford won the toss, put us into bat. Will Rogers 62, Mark Webb 66, Will Packer 19, Harrison Rogers, yes, the son of 25, Umar Ashworth 28. If you add all them together, there's not much else from everyone else as they ended on 218 for 6 in their 45 overs. In response, an early wicket by Harrison, some reasonable partnerships by Chelmsford and the 17th Med Cole saw the opposition, or saw the home team Chelmsford through in the final over, with 5 balls to spare, making 222 for 7. A shame, because it's always nice to win at Chelmsford. It doesn't happen enough for any of our teams. Leaves us 6th place and at home to 8th place Harold Wood this week. So let's hope for another win this week. Let's hope for a win this week and maybe push them up to 5th or something around there. The fourth 11, were at home to Essendon, a very, very nice Essendon place. And also chasing the title this year. So we knew we were going to have a hard game with them. They won the toss, chose to bat, and you can see from you hear from the scores, you see why. 385 for 40 overs. Good God, what's that? Not far short of 10 and over consistently for 40 overs. That's a pretty good knock. Main scores, we had a 178 not out for a gentleman called Charlie Cannon. Boy, he hit the ball like it was firing it out of a cannon. 68 at 63 gets him up to that score, which is basically on that small pitch. It's chaseable, but it's difficult. Sharif Hamid 66, Sebastian Nutty 31. We ended up on 191 for 7 in our 40 overs. So they stay in 5th, which isn't too bad. And this weekend they are away at the very, very attractive Takeley. I'm told there's a very nice pub just near the ground. So, summary. The first and second 11 have both got games, very, very important games coming up with all to play for as well. The ones can't do much else but win. Rely on a point or two rely on points dropped from the other two. Preferably all set, but we'll see. The game for the twos at Upminster, crucial. They have to win. They have to get 20 points there to really keep the pressure. And again, same as the first 11. Keep their fingers crossed. Something goes amiss from the other teams down at the bottom of the bottom of the table with them. Which again, might leave both two very, very important games coming up for both ones and twos at the end, which will be the following Saturday from here. Okay, so this weekend we are at home with the ones again. Nice to see the boys again. I'm getting used to them as well. Reasonably strong team coming out. This is against Oakfield Parkonians. So we'll see what happens there. Once again, we'll be giving you updates from all around the grounds from our reporters out there. But join us for an 11:30 start on Saturday. There'll be a preview on Saturday morning, pitch inspection. Also, we'll watch the toss, then talk to you about news, team changes, team selections, about what's happening. So stand by. Don't forget, Wells TV is out there to provide the best coverage for you. You take care. Have a good evening. Thank you. I don't like cricket.